Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Crimewave. And this movie came out in 1985 and is directed by Sam Raimi. And it's his film that he directed after The Evil Dead. And I was curious to check it out because I would like to see all of Sam Raimi's movies now that I've seen most of them. I think there's only a few that I haven't seen yet. Oz the Great and Powerful, For the Love of the Game, and The Gift. I think those are the only ones I haven't seen. But the rest of them I have seen, and I like what his movies offer. I do like when he's able to delve into the horror comedy of his movies. That's what he does best, and that's kind of what this movie is. It's very campy, very goofy, and the comedy is very funny, and I like the tone of the movie. I like what it's going for, and it kind of felt like it's the antithesis of The Evil Dead, where that movie took place in a cabin in the woods, and it's just a straightforward horror movie. Whereas this movie, it takes place in a city, and it's taking place in a few different locations. There's also a car chase without spoiling anything, and instead of being scary, it's trying to be funny, very campy and goofy and wild, and just never really letting you go from that goofy tone. And Bruce Campbell is in this movie as well, and he was very funny. I love him in this movie. He's not the main character, he's a supporting character, and he's not in the movie too much, but when he's on screen, I do think he adds a lot to the film. I did like how over the top the characters were in this movie, and I was enjoying myself at plenty of moments for sure. But what I will say is that despite how much I enjoyed the tone and the comedy of the film and what it was going for, I do think that this movie would have worked a lot better if it were just a 30-minute short film and not nearly three times that, because there just wasn't anything as far as the story is concerned that really grabbed my attention, and I was just getting kind of bored after a certain point because I didn't care about what was happening. And it did kind of feel like, yeah, a lot of the same thing is happening over and over again. And sure, there are Sam Raimi-isms in there that we're all accustomed to, that we get to see him like kind of figure out his style. And also with his next movie being Evil Dead 2, we see him blend horror and comedy into one film, and that worked out pretty well. And I do feel as though in ways this movie is also Sam Raimi figuring out what he can sort of do, like almost experimenting with this film. And from that perspective, it is kind of fun, but unfortunately it's more fun on paper than in practice, because I just didn't really take away much. I found certain sets in this movie to look kind of cheap, like just the floors was very distracting to me. There are lots of points where we're in front of a green screen and it doesn't really look very convincing. And despite the very short runtime, there were points where it was dragging for me. And most of my experience while watching it was just me appreciating the filmmaking and not really taking away much from the script. I do feel as though that this movie's weak point is that it was really weak in the story, and I feel as though the script needed to be refined. And overall, would I recommend this movie? If you're a fan of Sam Raimi and you like the comedy in this film, so then check this one out. If not, you're not going to get anything out of this movie. It's just going to be very boring for you, and also kind of way too goofy, and you won't be able to take it seriously. And it's currently free to watch on Amazon Prime, so if you want to check it out, there's a way to do so. And I enjoyed it overall, I guess, but it's not a film that I'm rushing back to anytime soon. I might see it again if I'm ranking all of Sam Raimi's movies, but I'm not really in any rush to come back to it. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Crimewave a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Crimewave, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Munich from 2005. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.